Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius December 23, 2022. You're in your element with this transit, and you've reached the end of a reflective cycle with the sun finishing up in your privacy sector. It's a time to shine, reinvent yourself, or come into the light in a meaningful way. You feel more in charge, relevant, and on top of things during this period. Ideally, you've had more time to process or digest recent events, and you bring a more rested you into a new cycle that puts you in the forefront. You're likely to want to start fresh. Still, Jupiter has just begun a cycle that encourages more downtime and centering. Of course, both cycles can work concurrently, but today, the clash is palpable. It's temporarily hard to balance what you want to do with what you feel you should do for better physical and mental health. However, it may be precisely what you should be working on right now. A Sun-Jupiter square can stir restlessness, or perhaps more aptly, highlights discontent that's already present. You may be seeking freedom from restrictions and responsibilities, and this can make some waves. A long-term plan may need adjustments or expectations reined in now. A whole new zodiac season has arrived. It could be your favorite. Birthday season is always a very beautiful and exciting period, as the transiting sun will soon cross over your exact natal sun's degree. This is called the solar return and marks your own cosmic reboot and new moon. Use the energy of this zodiac season to plot out your conquest in every way forward. You are the master of your universe and co-creating alongside the cosmos that love you. Know what your heart is singing for in your personal and romantic life, and know you are worthy. Your beauty is unlike anyone else's. Go your own way. Now that the moon is in fiery Sagittarius, this energy might appear more subliminal for you. Even if you do not see an extrinsic result of the lunar energy in your work life, just know that you may be in higher spirits than usual. To add to the positive lunation, the sun will also enter your sign today. Your astrological season is the time for you to shine like a professional superstar. It may feel like all eyes are on you, but this is nothing that you cannot handle. Show up and stand out. With the moon still to make its last visit to your income sector for the year, across the income, work and career fronts planets are using this as a chance to settle into a new dynamic. Until then, it has been Mars and Saturn who alone have had an influence on the income and job matters, but thanks to Ceres' return to your career sector earlier in the week, she is not only now part of the picture but with a greater focus on your professional needs and priorities. Today's transit encourages you to shower those you love with affection. This is something you may do inwardly all the time, but actually people need physical and verbal appreciation more than you sometimes realize. Use this energy to give yourself the best of everything, too. Have a breakfast with fresh fruit and whole grains, keep the fresh fruits and vegetables coming all day, and have a little protein with one meal. Oh, and water. Your energy will glow with this kind of treatment. As one who may spend most of your time teaching or supporting others, having the opportunity to express your own needs and wants may be rare. Your need may so much more pronounced that you'll find a way. Take the bull by the horns and let someone know that you need to talk and to be heard. Make your desires known and don't allow yourself to be swept under the carpet. Be as assertive as you can. Thanks to Venus and Mercury, who returned to Capricorn earlier in the month, as the sun returns to begin your birthday month and new solar year, you have heart and mind in the game and on the same page from the start. While the moon will stay on in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart after the sun leaves tomorrow, it too will not only leave tomorrow but end all planetary activity here. As the lines between the past, present and future start to blur, there is a chance to take one last look back over your shoulder as you move into and embrace the future. The sun returns to Capricorn to begin your birthday month and new solar year, just as Venus, the planet of love, not only moves into her final 12 days in your sign but into a friendly aspect to Uranus in your romantic sector. Knowing that when she leaves she won't be back until 2024, as you move into your new solar year. Venus is making the spirit of romance and listening to your heart a priority from the start. Our eyes in the sky. The sun moves into Capricorn today, marking the solstice and beginning of winter. This ambitious sign lends us plenty of resilience as we navigate the holiday season. A square between the Sun and Jupiter gives us the opportunity to communicate bluntly, but try to avoid being too matter-of-fact with people who are especially sensitive. The energy here can also cause our focus to shift toward the things we want to accomplish before the year ends, while considering our goals and resolutions as we continue to inch toward 2023. You feel impatient, on edge, unable to relax. It's particularly difficult to find any peace. If you're normally calm and well-balanced, this is the stimulation you need to put plans you have been thinking about for a long time into action. With such an enterprising attitude, you may be overstretched. If you feel on edge, allow yourself the peace you need. If you enjoy buying yourself something new, go ahead and do it. You have the means to do so, and it's about time you treated yourself. Your finances allow you to make a small investment, and you are sensible enough not to overspend. An opposition between the Sagittarius Moon and Mars retrograde can put us in touch with our personal power without sacrificing our sympathy toward others. Remember that helping others and you can helps you score karma points while providing an excellent outlet for this aspect. The energy here could make people a bit insensitive and more oriented around themselves, so try not to lose touch with your empathy, and avoid triggering discussions that could lead to arguments. Energy levels could take a hit as well, so try to pace yourself if you start to feel sluggish. If you can, go to bed a bit earlier tonight. In the late afternoon, the Sun exits broad-minded Sagittarius and enters tenacious Capricorn, the sign of the sea goat. Its ingress corresponds to the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere and the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, marking the shortest and longest days of the year respectively. During Capricorn season, we seek to erect stable foundations upon which to build an enterprise. Our goals may be work-oriented, aligned with Capricorn perseverance, or relationship-oriented, aligned with Capricorn loyalty. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. It archetypally resonates with initiation, as well as with grounding our desires and visions into a tangible container. For any great work to be accomplished, we must be aware of the time, resources, and energy that we can devote to it. We must persist despite stacked odds, yet also know when to cut our losses. Here, we have a true opportunity to work literal magic, pulling our imaginative designs out of the ether, turning our fantasies into realities. In the late afternoon, the Sun squares off with Jupiter in Aries, an aspect that will play a role in the upcoming December 23rd new moon. This transit makes us indulgent and overly optimistic. We can lose focus and become less disciplined in our work, believing that everything will organically sort itself out without applied attention. However, the Capricorn Sun is an especially committed sun, so we have less to worry about in terms of follow-through. In fact, that may be the central problem. During the Sun-Jupiter square, we risk zealously making too many promises under the assumption that we can accomplish whatever we set our minds to. In the heat of the moment, we have no doubt that our initiatives will succeed. Yet when the dust settles, we may find that we've taken on too many assignments and we are unable to quit any of them. The best approach now is to wait and think about things before committing. Give yourself a week before firming up any plans.